Hi, I'm Emily, and I make hundreds of dollars a week renting out stuff I own on Facebook Marketplace to other people having parties and events. So follow along if you've been looking for a good side hustle from home. Okay, so one of the questions I get from new followers all the time is procedurally how I handle this if I'm running stuff on Marketplace. So like rental contract, invoicing, how I'm doing all of that. So let's dive into that today. I'm gonna try to be quick on a broad overview. Okay, so somebody reaches out on Facebook Marketplace and they've seen the items I want to rent and they reach out to me, and 90% of the time it's through Facebook Messenger. I do have our business phone number and website listed, so I do get some texts and emails, but most of the time it's through Marketplace. And we've set on pricing and availability and all that. So the first thing I'm going to say is, okay, so for this booking, I need your full name, your email, your phone number, and your address. Those are 4 things you want to have on file for a customer. And then I'm going to let them know the first thing I'm going to email you right now is your rental contract. I use a company called Signwell. It's $12 a month for the account. It emails the rental contract to them. They sign it electronically online, and then I get an email that it's been signed, and it is stored in the Signwell dashboard. So I can access all of my rental contracts for all of my customers at any time. Your rental contract is extremely important because this is what protects you in the event that somebody damages items or destroys items or just ghosts you and does not return your items at all, as well as many other things. There's weather related things, there's all kind liability. The contract has all kinds of stuff in there. Side note, my rental contract is for sale for $8.99 at the link in my bio, $8.99. If you don't feel like spending all the time to get a contract written, I spent a lot of time on this, so you can just use that one if you want to. Okay, so I'll let them know the rental contract has been sent to you. You can sign it electronically. The next thing I'm going to send them is their rental invoice. I use a company called Stripe that does credit card processing. I've used them for the last 4 years. They're very reliable, one of the top ones. I like them for lots of reasons. There is a bit of a learning curve, but I do really like them. One of the main reasons is I don't hold any customer info or data. I'm not holding their cards or any of that. They get a payment link. They go online and pay with a credit card, and I get paid 2 business days later. I'm not holding customer data, so I don't have to worry about being on the hook for a data breach of any kind. That is through Stripe and their protection and firewalls and all of that. So I'll let the customer know. I'm sending you your rental invoice. If the rental is more than 7 days out, I'm only going to send them an invoice for a deposit, and the deposit holds their reservation for them, but this is a true security deposit, not a rental deposit. And the difference is a rental deposit holds your reservation for you and it goes towards the price of your rental items. A security deposit, you can use that to hold the reservation for you, but it is above the cost of the items. So if somebody's renting a $50 item, I will charge them like a $25 security deposit on top of that. So they're gonna pay $75 for that item. And I do let them know in text and on the invoice that that security deposit is fully refundable and will be refunded back to them when the items are returned in satisfactory condition. So what I use that for is, let's say somebody rents like a yard game, like they rent cornhole and they don't return one of the bean bags, which stuff like that happens all the time. That security deposit, I'm gonna pull that money out to buy the replacement bean bag. Or if they rent like a cotton candy machine and don't clean it at all and it's all gunked up and it takes me an hour to clean it, that's a cleaning fee that's assessed and that comes out of their security deposit. So it's nice to have that held for like damages or cleaning, that you don't have to go and charge their card again or ask them to like please pay an additional cleaning fee. You already have that paid. Okay, so get your security deposit. Now, if the booking is more than a week out, then I'm only sending them, or I mean, if it's within that week, which is really common on Facebook Marketplace, then I'm sending them the full invoice, which is the full rental fee and the deposit. If it's more than a week out, I'm gonna let them know like, hey, I'm collecting your contract and your deposit now. Then the week of your event, I will reach out and confirm all the details and send you an invoice for the remaining rental fee, and we'll schedule your pickup time. So it's kind of all based on that window of when they're doing that. I have a lot of people that have asked, like, what do you say? So I have another document on Etsy that's available. That's all of my communication for customers, like about the rental contract, about the deposits, about the invoice, about scheduling pickup. So if you would like a little script there for all those things, that's available as well. But that's a pretty brief overview, which I know is not too brief, of how I do this. It is manageable. Now, just know that now after we've been doing this a year, we have now finished a like full nice rental website, and part of the business we are pivoting towards more of a traditional rental business where the prices are a little bit higher. It will be delivery, and that rental website has software integrated where a customer can go on there and book, they sign the contract immediately, they pay immediately, so that you don't have to do all this back and forth of sending things. And I'm going to get into more details on that as I get deeper into that. So if you're wanting to pivot a small rental business on Marketplace to a more traditional rental business that is a larger scale, follow along. I'm going to be giving details. All right, ask me any questions you've got.